Greetings, ladies and melogents, and welcome to this latest narration of the web series The Burning Ones. If you're new to the series, there is a playlist listed down below in the description, and as always, I hope that you enjoy. Chapter 10. Location, Jupiter Bay, RAR, Jumpship Nova 17. Rise and shine, Commander. Mark's eyes snapped open. The other, the digital implant, took just a second longer to mesh. Report, Don. CV got a hit, sir, Bond said. Right. Mark swung his legs out of his bunk and into the waiting boots. They auto-cinched as he stood up. Mark slid his arms into his jacket and fastened the buttons as he walked. The ship was small. It was only 7 strides from his bunk to the bridge. The others were already strapping in as Mark and Don entered. CV, Mark dropped into his seat and grabbed the control yokes, waking the Nova jumper up. What have we got? Half the transmission, sir, CV said. She was already strapped into a seat. Check it out. The ship's systems buzzed slightly, then scratched horribly. Come on, CV, Don wailed, plugging his ears. Thought you fixed us. Sorry. CV kicked the console in front of her chair. The screeching stopped. This is Deep Spacer Allison Miller. The sounds of explosions and weapons fire punctuated the message. Taking heavy fire. Request immediate RAR assistance. Any human vessel come in. This is a Deep Space Explorer Allison Miller, requesting assistance in the black. Oh my God, what the The message crashed into a wave of white static and pops. Something was going down. Her tag checks out, CV said. Genuine human spacer. Good enough for me, Mark said. He felt a slight tingle and his instincts urged him to launch the ship. This sounds, Don's voice trailed off. Mark could practically hear him pulling his moustache. Sounds ragged. Mark started a pre-launch sequence. You got the coordinates, CV? Signal came from an old mil-spec unit. CV tied her blonde hair back into a ponytail. She's out in uncharted space, but I can split the arse hairs of a horsefly with this data. Breaker, you good? Snoring. Water troll. Breaker! Mark crumpled an aluminum cam into a ball with one hand and chucked it over his shoulder. It went right where it was supposed to. Yo! Breaker thrashed in his chair. At least he had the sense to fall asleep in his flight restraints. Eyes up, dude. Beer on the nose, man. Not cool, brother. You good? Mark repeated. Bro, you gotta keep that I'ma have a dent. Breaker sniffed loudly. In my schnoz. Believe me, CV laughed and activated her chair. The battle armor kit deployed and started building around her body. No one would know the difference. That's cold, real cold, girl. Breaker's chair came alive, encapsulating him in heavy plate armor. His voice continued, mechanical and distorted. Ready to rumble, Commander, sir. Master Don, Mark said, and activated his own battle kit. Ready to rock, Sensei, the ship whirred to life. Mark could hear his lieutenant typing in vectors on the computer. We're flying into a hot AO. Mark queued up a launch. The ship vibrated violently as it began its base-folding sequence. Boss, sir, the speech man. We always flying into a hot zone, man. Breaker drived heave as the ship shook. This rapid assault and rescue, my man. Keep reminding me while the ship is all shaking and shit like this. I'm gonna get nervous again, and I'm gonna throw up all in my helmet. Breaker, Don said. The ship continued vibrating. The shrill noises swirled to a further peak. I must remind you, biological warfare has been outlawed by the Third Geneva Accords. Shut up, man. Breaker's voice trailed off and he rumbled. Took forever to clean my dome. 25 seconds till jump, CV said. Spiking now. Master Don, drop that needle. Got some death punch for you guys, just remember, Don said, as the comm system hummed alive with beautiful sounds. To all the humans aboard, we got your 6. Electric guitars played a lead line, crashing cymbals and drums joined in. The chairs locked into position and fired a cocktail of stabilizing battle drugs into the soldiers on board medical systems. Oh, my ass! Breaker howled. That burns! Charge! Uncharted space, location, distress signal, 76.beta.9.a Miller. Sound off. Don here, breathing. The Asian lieutenant wheezed slightly. Sorta. CV still ticking, checking scopes now. Breaker, Mark asked. You with us? Gulping sounds from the comm. Helmet's clean, boss. Good to hear. Mark swiveled his seat upright and activated the tactical display. CV, what have we got? 2 ships, 1 merchant survey vessel. Reads off as the Fractal. Got some battle damage on her, but she's still floating. Another no transponder. Looks like a Xenopie to me. Got 2 human life signs. Signal came from that section on the starboard side. The one on fire, Mark asked. Don't you say it, man, Raegar groaned. Don't you do it. Unknown environmental status, no solid breach point to dock. We're launching from here. Mark activated his control yoke, and all 4 chairs swiveled their occupants down through tubes in the deck. Our remote pilot can pick us up when we're done. What the hell, man? Raegar howled out as it disappeared into the floor. Every time, bro. I am not a torpedo. Clench up, Mark ordered as he settled into the launch bay, head first angled towards their quarry. I'm always clenched when you're driving. Oh, hell. 4 bodies launched from the Nova 17, fired like javelins through space. They cut through the void, battle armor, glowing faintly, reflecting the fire they flew towards. Raegar's arms extended. He went through the hull of the ship first and somersaulted onto the burning bridge. His battle armor unpacked, building a large 4-man shield in front of his body. The other 3 crashed in behind him, skidding to a mechanized stop as they formed up on the shield. Seal us up, Don, Mark ordered. CV, breaker on me. Hull can out, Don barked. The breech canister he threw closed up their entry point. Looks like a samurai came through here, CV marveled, trudging through the dismembered fake bodies. Damn, that's some crispy kind of nasty right there, Raegar scoffed. He collapsed the unnecessary shield back to his arms. Samurai carry flamethrowers, Don. I'm not Japanese, Moonbrain. I have no idea. Button it up, CV said. We have 5 life signs around the corner, 2 humans. Stack up on me. Mark threw his back against the corridor wall. The others fell in behind him. And move. The team cut the corner, guns high, knees bent, ready for anything. Almost anything. A giant rock lay sprawled against the control center. A winged mech battlesuit and said human woman lay sprawled on the ground beside the rock creature. There were burning corpses everywhere, and amidst in the center of all of this, a young boy sat, stroking a red and brown vulpine creature's tail. End of chapter. I'd quickly like to thank the T5 peeps: Cold War Boomerwaffen, Sevaren Serberous, Bushmaster 177, Henry the Red, Casper Arnholtz, Cold War Boomerwaffen, Elijah Silvercross, Dragzoon W.R.E, and Sevaren Serberous. Thank you very much.